Hey, there we go. Ah, we're back. We're back. Cool, cool. Thank you, chat, telling me that I was muted. Okay, well, we're going to start this over since you didn't hear anything I said before. Hey, folks. Thank you, chat, who are already here. Welcome to this edition of the Saturday afternoon stream. Today, we will be playing the Talos Principle, or at least I'm going to start playing through it. We'll see how we go. This is a puzzle game from 2014, 2015. I did one of my early critiques on it, which is a critique I still actually like a great deal. It's just that my ability to mix sound was absolutely terrible, and like two really important parts of the critique were some audio from the game that I played, and you can hardly hear it. Maybe I should redo that critique one of these days. But anyway, yeah, this is it's by, is it Croteam or Croteam? It's by the people who did the Serious Sam games, running on the same engine, actually. It was a passion project for the lead developer. It's kind of, yeah, it's a first-person puzzle game. It's kind of existential. It's you're a robot in what looks to be like a Garden of Eden, and God is talking to you, and you have to solve these puzzles to kind of prove your worth, and then you have to find out what that's all about. There are 3 different endings of varying difficulty, a whole host of secrets, references to other games. It is quite the experience all up. Time for Dave to tell us a story. Zing! That's pretty good. So, like, I've done puzzle games before on the channel. I've done Patrick's Parabox, and I think there was 1 or 2 others during the Ukraine stream games. But I don't know. Hopefully with the narrative, this one might work, although it could be a little too heady. So we'll see how we go. regardless, it's a game I love, and I've been wanting to play it on stream ever since I heard the sequel was announced earlier this year. It's an excuse to replay the game before the sequel comes out. So let's get to it. I think the only thing I need to do now when I load the game up is put subtitles on. But, hello chat people, Wraithcall and Dorkax, how are you both doing this fine Saturday afternoon? Or Friday evening for you folks, I assume. So, options. I'm guessing sound options? No, it's probably language. No. Game options. Subtitles. What does auto mean? We'll just put them on, shall we? Okay, let's play. Oh right, I have the expansion. I never played it. I bought it on sale years ago, always meaning to go through it. Huh, that's cool. New game. Initializing firmware. No, I'm not going to read the computer pitter patter. Processing. That's a line from Invader Zim that invades my mind anytime a computer is doing something. Ah, yeah. Whoa, look at that blur. Wow.
Behold, child, you are risen from the dust.
My dear, sweet child.
My God.
Bayonetta is still in my mind from last year.
And know that I am your maker, and I am called Elohim. Seek me in my temple, if you are worthy.
Oh, I am worthy. Nice. And holding shift for run. Run is very important. So we take jammers, and the jammers can jam open the doors. Woo! Puzzle 1 complete. Oh, we're rocking it. Oh no. 'Tis a bomb, 'tis. Perhaps the jammers can jam other things. Haha, take that bomb. Take that machine gun. Why is there a machine gun there? I don't know, it's a puzzle game. I don't know where I am, but there is something beautiful about this place. I will explore and see what I can discover.
All across this land, I have created trials for you to overcome. And within each, I have hidden a sigil. It is your purpose to seek these sigils, for thus you will serve the generations to come and attain eternal life.
Yeah, the longer I live, the less the idea of living forever sounds appealing. From last year? Did I say last year? What did I mean? I can't remember. Find myself in a world of impossible architecture and inexplicable machines. I cannot fathom how it works, and I'm terrified to put one foot in front of the other lest I fall through the floor. Oh yeah, I should pay attention to who's actually making these. It's something I learned very late in the game, but the people who are posting these QR codes, some are from other players, and that's kind of a cool feature of the game, but some are from characters. I need more sigils. Well, there are more sigils this way, according to the sign. It's a good thing they're all signed. A switch out of reach. I really like the ambient sound and the... Ooh. I'm guessing that's the switch. Anything in here? No. secrets everywhere. The worst part of the whole game was getting all the gray stars for the third ending. Oh boy. Would never have been able to do that without a walkthrough. It's not even really the best ending. Ending 2's the best ending, really. Okay, so now we go over here and we use that there, and we have a sigil. Woo! Sigil!
The shapes you are collecting are not mere toys. They are the sigils of our name. Each brings you closer to eternity.
Hell's from here to eternity. Iron Maiden reference. Outnumbered. And if I ever get stuck, if anyone's in chat, I would appreciate all the help you can get. Because that's why I am afraid about doing puzzle games. Mainly is, well, part of it is looking like a fool because I tend to get stuck on things that are really obvious in retrospect. But I think the idea is more that I feel like getting stuck isn't entertaining, or it can get old quick. Oh, I see. I get the picture. I know what's going on. Oh, but you can't jam unless... Aha. There we go.
Well done, child. Only one more sigil is needed.
My dear sweet child. Yeah, that's gonna be in my head for a while. Oh! Right. La 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 la. Oh, right. I get what I'm supposed to do. Yay.
My temple awaits you, child. Go forth.
But what about all the other directions? There was this place over here. Well, we'll go forward first, right? And there as well. Gasp. Well, let's do the Tromno puzzle, which I always dislike these. Oh, it's telling me how to do it. Well, that's good. I mean, this one's fairly easy, but they get tough, or at least I find them tough. Dun, 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 dun. Ooh, look at my robotic hands. Ah, the Milton Library Assistant. I remember this. Hello, world. Help. List. Welcome. Hi again. I'm sorry if I was a little odd at the meeting. I know you were nervous, but the truth is that so was I. This may be hard to believe, but you intimidate me. You're so young, you're already accomplished so much. If the situation wasn't so grim, I might even be jealous. There's also something I wanted to clarify. I realize that, nominally speaking, I'm your researcher here, but this is your project and everyone will respect that. Yes, I know, you're not used to working like this, but as of today, you're in charge. No pressure, G. Let's do this. Nod. The way I see it, the world doesn't come with a manual. You gotta figure it out for yourself. A bit here, a bit there. Put it together. Try to make sense of it. I'm pretty sure there's a truth, but that doesn't mean everyone who claims to know it really does. Then again, that doesn't have to be a bad thing. We live in an amazing world, and searching for the truth can be a real adventure. Plus, it's good for the brain. Anyway, just some rambling thoughts from your old man. Don't let this stuff get you down. You're young, you've got loads of time to figure it all out. Love, Dad. Oh, I have a feeling that the indigestion's going to be bad today. I went and had breakfast at the local cafe pretty much before recording. Athena in the Garden of the Hesperides. Hesperides? I can never pronounce those words correctly. Burke did not trust them, but they moved with such grace, such nobility, that it was hard not to follow them further into this strange garden of gears and cogs. They led her to a place where the crowns of the brass trees seemed to grow together, forming a kind of chamber strangely reminiscent of a chapel. In the middle of this chamber grew a smaller tree, made of bright blue steel, and upon this tree grew a single golden apple. This apple, the nymphs said in unison, their eyes aglow, confers the gift of deathlessness and true wisdom. Many heroes and not a few villains have come to claim it, but all faltered in the final step, for you must know that deathlessness reveals the mortality of the world, and true wisdom its unending folly. Who would take this burden upon themselves? Some say that Hercules, or loading, gazing upon the stars and wept. Okay, let's run the MLA. Well, guest, how can I help you today? You understand what I'm saying? Understand is a strong way to put it, but yes. Describe your functions. Built-in library system is designed primarily to sort and classify data in the library archive. Secondarily, it facilitates user interaction with library resources via an intuitive human language interface. It also provides powerful networking and troubleshooting functions. Your query? How long has this system been running? The system has been active for 9999 years. That's a long time. That's the current status of the archive. There are 47 million resources in archive, taking up 5.4212750 petabytes of disk space. That is approximately the size of 30 billion photos, 7 million minutes of HD video, the entire internet in 2003. However, the majority of library resources are corrupted or invalid. 10.6954751 gigabytes of uncorrupted resources are indexed. Damn, that's a small percentage. What are these terminals? Terminals provide access to the library, right. What caused the data corruption? Progressive data corruption is inevitable in any system over time. Additionally, a large number of inconsistencies were detected during sorting, leading to greater than average data invalidation. How old are the library archives? Library resource publishing dates range from 1st of July 1995 to the 27th of June 2030 F. Forget the library. Can you respond to queries on the outside world? My knowledge is limited to the data in the library archive. You can ask about other topics, but my responses may be limited. Who is Elohim? Elohim is the noun for god or gods in modern ancient Hebrew. What am I? You are logged in with guest account. Where am I? We're currently in a support session with the MLA Human Language Interface module. Your library archive session may be resumed at any time. Let's exit. Okay. Oh.
Step into the light, child, and my temple will be revealed to you. You walk now upon the stones of my temple, whence many gates lead. And know that I have other temples, for my garden is greater than your eye can encompass. and all these worlds I made for you.
Things. Well, these are numbered. 4, 5, 6, 7. And
there are mysteries in my garden, hidden roads and secret gates. If you dedicate yourself to understanding them, you may join the host of messengers.
Okay, we have goals, and apparently this is only one temple. Well, let's go back in room 1, right? Let's clear room 1. Let's be methodical about this. Ooh, this one's yellow. Probably means it's trickier. Okay. People, eh? Accidentally put it down. Is this it? Yep, that was it. Cool. I mean, I have beaten the game a couple times, but, you know, A, that was years ago. So I've probably forgotten the solution to a lot of the puzzles, and B, these are still easy puzzles. So the trick is to not get arrogant, because that always blows up in my face. Only the two of us. Just the two of us. Okay. And we take this. We go through here. Ooh, yeah. Okay. That was good. Let's do this one. Poking a sleeping lion. Ah. It's kind of funny. Okay. Trio Bombasticus. Ooh, I don't like that. Don't like that at all. But I'm pretty sure I know how this one works. Let's go. Yep. Booyah. Okay, we cleared room 1. Hooray. Hey, Dork is back. So you wanted to tell me something, Dork. Time to go to room 2. Oh, there's only 3. No, wait. Ah, 3 sigils and a star. Well, I'm not going to go for the stars unless they're pretty obvious, or if I remember.
Let this be our covenant. These worlds are yours, and you are free to walk amongst them and subdue them. But the great tower, there you may not go. For in the day that you do, you shall surely die.
Okay. I was going to say, I watched the Patrick Williams video on needle drops an hour or two ago. I know we were talking about it. Yeah, it was really good and interesting. Yeah, I used the term needle drops in our conversation, and Dork was like, what are you talking about? I'm like, oh, you're not familiar with that? Okay. Hey, look, it's a thingy thing. Well, let's talk to the MOA first. That's a good episode, too. Patrick Williams is, yeah, I'd say he's my favorite film YouTuber these days. Okay, let's access the comm portal. Woo, comm portal! Network drives! Oh no! Can we get online? Troubleshooting. Okay. Enter the admin password. Should I go with admin or should I go with trust no one? I think we'll go admin. Trust no one. Ah, cool. Yeah, he's been doing some great work in the last few years now. God, I think I've been subbed to him for a long time. Actually, I mean, that's just time, isn't it? You know, you follow these channels and they keep updating. Before you know it, like, years have gone past. Like, Noah Gervais, my favorite game critic YouTuber, has just released a 10th anniversary Fallout video, and I'm slowly making my way through it, and that is phenomenal. Would you like to create a new admin account? Yes, I would. I remember when Dave was doing impressions videos, for instance. Those were the days. Let's begin the certification program. 2 plus 2. 2 plus 2 is 4. 2 plus 2 is 4. Content. Best describes a person. A rational animal. You're walking through the desert and come across a thirsty traveler. His eyes bulge from slow dehydration. You have water, but you're not sure how far it is to the next oasis. What do you do? Kill him and collect his blood in a flask for later. Ask what you're doing in the desert. Offer half the water. Press any key. Now let's have a look at these three. Would you say you're happy with the direction the channel is in now, or do you sometimes miss the Impressions era or the Let's Play stint? Oh, the Let's Play stint was kind of a failed thing. And to be honest, the Let's Play stint was prototyping for streaming. So no, I don't miss that at all. I stream now, and that's much better than that ever could have been. Do I miss the Impressions? Kind of do. I mean, I'm still playing all these new games for myself to see if I want to, add them to the critique or stream list. Plus, I want to play all the new games I can. But, sometimes I think it would be really cool to bring them back. Maybe next year I can think about it. I have been toying with some ideas. They were so short anyway. Maybe even doing them as like a YouTube Shorts thing. I don't know. Anyways, like this year, like if you're asking if I'm happy with the direction of the channel, with the release of the Civ 6 video and the work I've already put into the Vampire Survivors video, I mean, it's probably too soon to say, but I feel like I'm going in a good direction in terms of how I work daily on the channel, and I'm very proud of that Civ 6 video. So it's the first critique video I've made since being medicated for ADHD, so there's that too, but it does feel like the start of a new era for the channel, for multiple reasons. And maybe it's also because this year I started doing those Nest videos as well, so like, yeah, where I am today is very different from where I started, but I like what I'm doing. I like the direction it's heading. I'm still going to play. I'm still going to experiment because, you know, I want to release a lot more critique videos. You know, my output is not what I want it to be, but working on myself, all that kind of thing. Question is, as fans of the channel, are you satisfied with what I'm doing? Okay, so my first day at the Institute for Applied Nomadics or Noematics? Noematics sounds better. Nomadics! On the way to work, I'm terrified. What if they don't like me? What if they're all geniuses and I'm a complete buffoon? Maybe they were just kidding about letting me work there. Trembling, I walk in. Right at the entrance, there's a life-size poster of Jeff Goldblum. What the hell? Then I get it. Institute for Applied Noematics? IAN. Dr. Ian Malcolm from the Jurassic Park movies. Jeff Goldblum. Chaos. I'm not even going to attempt a Goldblum impression. I don't have one in my back pocket. Dr. Sarabhai shows up, smiling. We were trying to find a cool acronym back when the Institute was founded, she says. INAN, IPN, and NAPNO. It all sounded stupid, but we didn't just want to call it Ian because, well, that's a name. Then someone made a joke about calling it Jeff, and it kind of stuck. So we're officially called Ian, but if you hear anyone referring to Jeff, that's our internal name. I guess? I know, Play Geeks. I want more videos, daily critiques. It can't be that hard. I watched them in one sitting. I'm sure they don't take long to make. It's especially funny coming from Dorkax if any of you folks watch his channel. You know, multi-hour, in-depth, piece-by-piece looks at video games. Yeah, why can't you just pump those out every week? Yeah, it's something I think about as well. Like, yeah, this 10-hour Fallout video I'm watching from Noah, it's like, I probably will revisit it because he's a YouTuber I like so much. I do go back and rewatch his videos. But for most YouTube videos I watch, even if they're hours long, I watch them and either I enjoy, well, if I get to the end, I've enjoyed it on some level. But then I kind of just move on to the next one. It's that problem with how we consume media these days. It seems like it's just on to the next one. So you watch something you really like from a creator and you're like, damn, that was great. Hey, where's their next one? Now, I guess I have a benefit that, you know, this is my 8th year doing it. And if you really like what I do, if you just discover me, there is 8 years of previous videos. Not all of them are as good as the stuff I do now, but they're there. But yeah, it's... I don't have a solution to this problem. Took me an hour to write. I thought it would take an hour to read. Dork saying he really wants to watch that video, but he wants to replay Fallout 1 and 2 and even revisit 3, New Vegas, and 4. I must admit that there was a small part of me that wondered if maybe I should stream the first Fallout today. That's a problem. You watch something you really like and it inspires you to go in that direction. I've been wanting to cover the Fallout games for years. I have fond memories of playing 1 and 2 when they came out. I bought Fallout Tactics when it came out. I got almost nowhere. And I gotta say, if you watch nothing else from Noah's video, if you go and watch it, I recommend the Fallout Tactics section. He splits it up into chapters because the game is a mess. And it's not like I never got that far in it, but it's a fascinating mess. And the way Noah is able to just articulate what went wrong so well and really just dive into it and give you an overview of like, here's some cool things it does, and it's very ambitious, and what they were able to do is remarkable, but ultimately, yeah, oof. But even, I love New Vegas, although Wraithcall, he's in chat. He's been trying to get that to run on his Windows 10 machine. And apparently that's really hard to get working properly these days. Fallout 3 is probably not too hard to get working because it's a Bethesda game. Same with Fallout 4. If they don't run on their own, there'll be mods to help. And I definitely want to play through 3 and 4 and maybe even check out 76. It's one of too many series that I eventually want to cover for the channel. So many games, so little time. I said that as a joke today, but oh man, is it true. Huh. Added Fallout 3 to the PGC list for Drew. I mean, why not? It's not my favorite of the 3D Fallouts, but hey, why not? That's our post-game clarity podcast that if you haven't gone and listened to our Metal Gear Solid coverage, you really should, because that was a lot of fun to record, and Dork did a really good job with the video editing as well. Yeah, I did Bioshock, Assassin's Creed. Yeah, I might as well just tell you some of the series I'd love to do in the future. Yeah, the Assassin's Creed series, I'd love to go through those games. I'd love to go through all the Final Fantasy games. I've done 2 out of the Yakuza games. I'd eventually like to cover all the Yakuza games. Fallout. There's a small part of me that wants to go back and actually go through every Elder Scrolls game since I finished Daggerfall earlier this year, but that's probably madness. I don't think I'll do that. I know there's other stuff there. Far Cry is maybe off on the periphery. I'm not too enamored with doing that, but it's a possibility. I have plenty of ideas for like old adventure game series I want to go through, like the Tex Murphy games, the Gabriel Knight games, Space Quest, Police Quest, Quest for Glory. I'm thinking, because I have all these series on God. Heroes of Might and Magic, that's not an adventure game, but I have the first 5 of those. I'd love to go through those. The Wing Commander games. God, they're so bad. The 3D Mario games. I'd love to go through all the 3D Mario games. Maybe the Metroid games. So many games, so little time. Oh, the entire Xeno saga. Xenogears, Xenosaga, Xenoblade Chronicles. I'd love to go through those. Oh boy, yeah. Hey, there's someone new in the chat. Let me just. My God, I'm drunk. I'm watching a live stream. Talos Principle is a good game. It is a great game. Hope you sober up, or at least safe. You're in a good place when you're drunk. Nothing worse than being somewhere unfamiliar when you're drunk. Oh yeah, Dirk says, what about the EDF series? Yes, I have the Legend of Kyrandia games as well, Wraithcall. I loved the first 2 when I was younger. There are only 3 games in the series. I own all those on GOG. Because basically there was a period where anytime one of those series would go on sale on Good Old Games, I would just buy it because I'm like, I remember that from my childhood. Buy. Am I going to play it? Maybe. Man. And then, of course, there's the close to 100 games that I have on my critique list. Adding all the day, yeah. Okay, sorry, I'm taking an offshoot here. Let's continue playing the Talos Principle. And by playing, I mean reading the, what are they called? When you pick up things and they're text, you have to read them. I can't think of the name. Whether it is true that Daedalus constructed the giant Talos, or as others say he was the creation of Hephaestus, what we may be certain of is that he was made of bronze and had but one vein within which flowed a liquid substance like blood, which some claim was quicksilver, and others assert was ichor, such as flows in the veins of the gods. The loss of that liquid caused him to die, as a man dies when he loses his blood. Really? May we not then say that Talos, although created as a machine or a toy, had all the essential properties of a man? He moved of his own volition, he spoke and could be spoken to, had wishes and desires. Indeed, in the tale of the Argonauts, that was the cause of his downfall. If, then, a machine may have all the properties of a man and act as a man while driven only by the ingenious plan of its construction and the interaction of its materials according to the principles of nature, then does it not follow that man may also be seen as a machine? This contradicts all the schools of metaphysics, yet even the most faithful philosopher cannot live without his blood. Speaking of that, I've got so many classic novels I need to read as well. I've never read the Iliad or the Odyssey in full. Okay, novel's first sentence. She woke up in an impossible place, knowing nothing, signifies more than the beginning of another amnesia-based mystery, though we should not go so far as to read the entire work as allegory. Rather, while taking the science-fictional novus at the core of the narrative at face value, we should... Note 2. Having no inherent knowledge of the nature of the world, forced to rely on what we are told by others and what our own subjective, flawed, limited senses tell us. Social reality, belief, and objective reality matter come into conflict. Note 3. When in Chapter 16, The Second Awakening in the Kingdom of Artemis, the protagonist questions her mentor on the... Note 4. A more meaningful interpretation can only be achieved through the synthesis of something. Okay, let's continue. Text log, diary lore. Log is probably the right word because I was thinking, like the text version of what an audio log is. I can tell the documents on the terminals are all that's left from a larger archive or are carefully designed to communicate some hidden truth. Sheep, version 69.
When I was a little girl, one of our teachers, Mrs. Higgins, told us to make a time capsule, write letters to the future, so one day we could remember what it was like to be children. I thought it was stupid, so I didn't do it, which I really regret. So, I guess I'm gonna make one now, bury it in the archive instead of under a tree. I don't know if anybody will ever find it, but somehow it seems important to keep talking, to keep thinking, for as long as I can.
Where are you going? Hey, what's up, buddy? You just going for a friendly early morning jog? You gotta keep those joints limber. Oh, he disappeared. Well, I guess he was just a recording. EDF deploys. Ooh. Oh, that's right. Can I swim?
In the beginning.
Okay. So did the Elohim speech, was that triggered because I tried to walk in the water? Oh, there's something over here. Boop, boop, boop. Beep, boop, boop. Beep, boop, boop, boop. Okay. Error.log. The day off, remember when from sleep I first awakened and found myself reposed under a shade on flowers, much wondering where and what I was, whence thither brought and how. I don't need all this half poetry. Our solutions. All these calm people are driving me mad. Have they all suddenly turned into Buddha or something? I didn't know the world had such reserves of serenity. Though these latter-day Gautamas are at least being somewhat realistic. You know what's even worse? Those paranoid nutters who are building bunkers and collecting guns. What are they going to do? Shoot? Shoot something. Though I have to admit shoot redacted. Though I have to admit the overall response has been much better than I ever anticipated, to the point where I might be moved by the beauty of humanity if I wasn't such a grumpy old fart. This minority of total idiots is really messing up my final days. Anyway, the reason I'm writing is because I refuse to believe in scenarios with absolutely no solutions. If we all put our heads together, we can figure something out. It'll be crazy, but crazy is better than dead. Crazy is what we do best on this planet. Yep, I believe that. Topic 3. One day you discover that you are not a human being but a machine. Your life so far was real. No one controlled you or programmed you to behave in some specific way. Your physical and mental capacities are identical to those of an organic human being. but you were created in a lab. No one except you knows this. Your family, your friends, they all think you are a regular human being like themselves. You could continue to live your life the way you have before and nothing would change. How do you react? Pay specific attention to these questions. A. Does your concept of yourself change? Are you the same person you thought you were? B. Does your understanding of the world itself change? C. Do you reveal the information to others, or do you keep it to yourself? Why? 1,500 to 2,000 words. 26th is the final deadline. No extensions will be granted. Submit via email. Oh, getting flashbacks. Journal. Is journal the word I was looking for? Flashbacks to Uni. I mean, I spent 41 years of my life with undiagnosed ADHD. So for most of high school, although we didn't do too many essays in high school, but definitely with uni because I did an arts degree, humanities is almost all writing. I was that guy who, I would do my research early, but I would always wait till the night before to write the essay in a huge panic, stay up all night, submit it the next day, and I got plenty of decent marks doing that. It's not something I liked, but it could be done. It was how how much of this game is diary entries? To be honest, not much, because I'm taking the time to read it because I find it interesting. I kind of want to see how what I know is happening shapes together through like the ancillary materials. The majority of the game is solving these puzzles. But also because reading out on stream takes a little longer than, if you were just skimming it over with your eyes. I guess I'm going to take a little longer to read them out. And I'd like to read them out. I mean, if you are completely bored, I can move on, but I'm enjoying myself. Also, I wasted, like 10 minutes just talking about all the games I want to play? Although I thought that was fruitful. Oh, right. Oh. Oh, I'm a fool. I'm a foolish fool. It got me. Boop. Oh. Woo. Suicide mission.
The guardians of this land may harm you, but do not resent them, for they are my servants, and they challenge you only so that your faith might be strengthened.
Okay, so... I know exactly what to do now. Yep, I got it. As I said, it's I'm slow when it comes to these things, but I get there in the end. And if you can see the solution before I get there, feel free to give me hints. Oh, cool. They did blow each other up. For a minute there, I thought they weren't going to cancel each other out. Yay!
You are learning, as is your purpose. But your choices must be your own. Therefore, I will not guide you, unless it is necessary.
Now, I know you were just, You're just complaining about diary entries. This is a little different. This is the Milton Library Assistant. The conversation with the MLA is what I found to be one of the high points of the game. Okay, so I just need to answer the questions. We're not actually talking to the MLA yet. Man, it's really cool because what it does, it starts to ask you these philosophical questions, and no matter what you answer, it pushes back on you. And then later on in the game, you get to kind of revisit those ideas. I found it really well structured. Since only animals can be persons, a machine could never be a person. Broadly disagree. A person is under no authority other than that to which they consent. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't mean that consequences won't happen. But quality of life of persons ought to be maximized. Yes. Value is discovered. Sure, why not? I suppose so. Persons deserve the talents they were born into. No one really deserves. Liberty of persons ought to be maximized. I'm going to say yes, even though that contrasts with quality of life. That's correct. Value is created. This contradicts this as well. Nah, because people are valuable just as they are. Okay, that was that. Now let's go solve more puzzles. Are you making a Dark Souls joke, Wraithkull? Okay. I was hoping I could press escape and it would tell me how many I had left in this zone, but I guess I gotta go back to the... Okay, so we got that one. There's 2 this way. That is true, Dork. That is true. The guards must be crazy. Is that just a staple of my childhood? Did anyone else watch The Gods Must Be Crazy? Like, it always seemed to be on TV here in Australia when I was a kid. The plot of that movie is is that someone throws a Coke bottle out the window over Africa, and it lands near this guy, and he thinks it's like an offering from a god, so he goes on a pilgrimage to take it back. I think that's the plot. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go over here, and we're gonna jam it there, so we can now take the jammer and go over here. And, ooh, oh no, oh no, oh no. I'm gonna wait till it goes back. Boom. And I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna jam this. Oh, crap. That's gonna break that. Oh, and this keeps coming. Don't stop coming and don't stop coming. I do love this music too. Okay. Gotta be careful. I got an idea. Okay. What's off this way? Just more beach. Love the constant glitches as well. You know, in case you haven't got enough of "you are in a computer." I don't know what this place is, and nor, it seems, does anyone else. Nothing to do but move forward and note whatever I find. Bah. Okay, what's this one called? Hall of Windows. Welcome to the world of windows. Ah, interesting, interesting. Yeah, jammers can't go through the purple. But, yeah, I thought that would be the case. Okay, this is going to be a multi-step process. wonder, actually. Let's just jam that. Yeah, I thought so. Oh, wait. Keep that one open. Now we go over here. We open that one. Now we go over here, and we open that one, and I think that does it. Yay. Okay. Yep, I almost ran into a statue. Is that everything from the zone? Ooh, we got A done. Yeah, I've done that one. Okay, we're gonna go back. We'll open up A gate. And I think that might be it before my first break. We'll see. Ah, of course. Oh yeah, and the star. But I'm not gonna get the stars unless they're really obvious, as I said. Ah! Oh no! Don't you hate when that happens? It's only coming in through 1 year. What the heck? Okay, let's do this once more. Well, that sucks. Wraithcall says, jam purple, otherwise he just might take over the world. I feel like I could. Okay, that's weird. Ah, that's why. Silly me. The other connection was the problem. Day of the Tentacle, like many LucasArts adventure games from the 90s, is just in my brain. Especially the intro to, I'm thirsty. I don't think you should drink that. It's bad for you. This doesn't look like Link and Talos, Sam. Okay, let's see. Can I do it? Oh, look at that. I'm so good at this game. So
You have proven yourself worthy, child, and this gate
Yay,
shall be
worthy.
open to you. Seek now the other worlds I have given you, that you may attain even greater mastery and bring glory to your kind.
glory to the robots.
You must not ascend the great tower, for it shall bring death and the end of your generations.
Boop, boop, boop. I hear boop boops, but I don't see. Oh, there's a boop boop. What's this great tower of which you speak? Oh, could it be that thing? So you don't want me to go in there? So there's B temple and C temple. Why don't we go back and finish A temple? Finish a temple. But we'll talk to Mr. Beep Boop Boop. But also, Dork says, you think when robots hit their head, they don't see stars, but zeros and ones? Bri, I had a nightmare. There's zeros and ones, and I think I saw a 2. Bender, there's no such thing as 2. Oh, this is just text, so we'll quickly read these, and then go back down. The Council of Zeus! The great bronze bulls pulled the carriage forward, a mighty burst of steam issuing from their nostrils. Finally, they came to the gates of the top of... Here assembled were all the many generations of the gods and demigods and souls of mortals, steel and bronze and iron, and memory of flesh. The clouds parted far beneath, revealing the beautiful plains of Macedon, where great gleaming cities had once... #536. I had a shirt that had that on it. I bet America people would have thought I was supporting some weird Middle Eastern country. Oh, glory to Ostruska. You know, I was thinking of Papers, Please the other day. It just came to mind. It was probably a video I was watching that mentioned it as well. God, that game's great. I should stream it or maybe even do a critique on it. God, it'd be really cool to play that again. What was really interesting, because I beat the game, and the ending I got was because I spent the whole game acting like I was just going to, I was going to be one of those horrible people that just put my head down and did my job, no matter what else happened. And oh, that was so excruciating. There was so much suffering. but it was such an experience. Aristotska. Aristatertotska. Okay, the fall of the Roman Empire, a dialectical approach. But interesting as such perspectives of the decline and ultimate dissolution of the Roman Empire may be, they ultimately put too much emphasis on individual catastrophic events. The Roman Empire, which had dealt with so many threats and catastrophes over the years, was so incapable of responding to these later problems. We must investigate the division of wealth, the structure of government, the location of power in Roman society. Had the Republic survived or been restored, or would Rome still have fallen? What was the role of debt and slavery in creating the conditions for what we now call the Dark Ages? Rome, the saying goes, was not built in a day. It didn't fall in a day either. To register for the class, please email. Yeah, I'm sure you've all heard before the parallels between like the multitude of problems that led to the fall of the Roman Empire, and look at what the current day United States of America is dealing with. Okay, so we're over now. The dev, Lucas Pope, his follow-up game, wow, I just forgot the name. The murder mystery on the ship that looks like an Apple II computer. Wow, why is the name not coming to me? Oberdin. The Oberdin game. That's been on my critique list for a while, too. It'll be interesting to see what he makes next. Because he had two very interesting and very different games. Okay, well, I'm going to put some music on now. Unless you'd like to listen to the background music of the Talos Principle. Nah, that's just a bit dim when you're not playing the game. Let me put on some Yaz. Mitch seems like he's on his way out of this life. I don't know what that means. Actually, with the choral singing, why don't we leave that going for a while? Anyways, I'll be back in about 5 minutes, folks. Enjoy your break. And I return. How y'all doing? Ah. Okay, you're talking about current political stuff, of U.S. politics. Yeah, I read about that, Dork. Sorry, I don't think I saw your previous comment, actually. Oh. No, I just didn't realize who it was. Maybe I didn't see what other one you... the other message you wrote. Oh well, that is really annoying. Same thing when I'm like in chat of someone else's streams. If like Dork or Drew, when I'm in their streams, if they don't react to something I've said, I often wonder if it's gone through or not. It would be very good if it just told you, you know, like, what you've said is something we don't want, so try and rephrase it. So, I remember the second time I played through the game, like, the way I saw it was like green means easy, yellow is medium, and red is hard. So I was like, I'm gonna go through and do all the green, and then I'm gonna do all the yellow, and then I'll do the red. But the way it does it as well is, you see in the corner there, the yellow are what unlock the, I guess you'd call the, we'll just call them objects that other puzzles use. So it kind of, I guess, you can move on and do them in order of difficulty, but it also helps if you kind of just do things as they come along. Oh, this bloody puzzle. I remember getting this star. Yeah, without a walkthrough, there was no way I was figuring that one out. You know, I keep saying that, but I guess I have such a low view of my own intellect that I never really give myself a chance. I'm learning to be more, play around with things more, just see what happens. So So who knows? Maybe I could solve some of this stuff myself. We'll see how we go. Okay, AI feedback. We keep discussing what an artificial intelligence would mean to us and how it would change our understanding of the world. That's a great topic, and I think we've covered it extensively. What we've barely mentioned, though, is the other side of the coin. I mean, our lives would still be what they were before AI or no AI. The question I think we should discuss, even if it's all completely hypothetical, is the perspective of the artificial intelligence itself. What would it be like to be that creature? To suddenly come into being, created by others as an experiment, to have all the information about yourself, to know exactly how you function? What would you think about the world? Would you see meaning, beauty? How would you judge humanity? Where would you see yourself fitting into the grand scheme of things? I think we should try to put ourselves into the shoes of such a being. Dear Alexandra, thank you for your feedback, but this is a philosophy course, not science fiction. And that's why I almost gave up my studies. That's an interesting prospect. Just the thinking of it from their point of view, because I'm reading a book now called The Immense World by Ed Yong, and he's a science journalist, and the book is about looking at how all other animals perceive our senses and the other senses they have apart from ours, and how impossible it actually is to kind of put ourselves in the minds of those animals and how they interact with the world, because we really have no context for it. One of the ways he explained it that I found really interesting was in the chapter on vision. If we think of the way we see color, how we perceive the world with our eyes, if you think of it like a triangle, one side for each one of the three cones we have that can detect wavelengths of color, we have this triangle that allows us to differentiate millions of colors. It's quite remarkable. But most birds, their vision is so greater than what we possess. We can't even comprehend it. The way it's put in the book is, if we think of our vision as a triangle, most birds have a pyramid. And again, it's almost impossible to wrap your head around what that means, because we don't have access to that. Our imagination only goes so far. Straton of Stagira, 311 to 54 BC, was a Greek materialist philosopher associated with the Peripatetic school. I like that word, peripatetic. P's and T's. An admirer of Aristotle, he was a proponent of empiricism and a fierce critic of philosophy that placed belief before observable truths. Though unpopular with many of his peers for his often acerbic personal manner, his commentaries on Aristotle were considered an important work. Much of his writing was lost in the destruction of the Library of Alexandria. We're blessed to have so many people contributing to this project, but we got to make sure everyone is on the same page. Please refer to the following people. So Alexander Drennan, that's the person in the audio log we heard, project lead, AI module. Nadia Sarabhai, Institute coordinator. I probably won't read through all these, but I'm going to take a quick mental note so I can recognize some of the names as I read through this stuff. Though not directly part of the project, the archive team is sharing both physical and digital space with us. If there are any technical issues to resolve, please contact the project lead, Arkady Chernyshevsky. Don't worry, he's nice. I hope he's nicer than his name is to pronounce. Heyo! Okay, so let's go to the green one first. Let's try the easy puzzle first. Stashed for later. Oh, I watched that Wraith Call shared an AI on Games episode about the rats in A Plague Tale and how they got that to work, and it was a fascinating video, and it actually made me a little more interested. Seeing parts of that game made me a little more interested in trying the game out for myself, playing through it. I played through the first level or two when it was on Game Pass a year or two ago, and it just didn't click with me. But yeah, that could be a fun stream game. Well, that's going to be annoying. Oh, look, keys. That's different. Ah, keys are for doors. Yes, Dave, that's what keys are. Ah! Oh dear. Okay. Okay, so I've got a key. I've got a key. Ah! Okay. Well, that was my bad. Stashed for later. Gotta go collect keys again. You know, I understand why they're there, and I understand that their purpose, but I'm getting this a lot doing my current NES project. You know, there are a lot of puzzle games on the NES, and every puzzle game has enemies in it. Because, I don't know, there's just some, I guess, conventional wisdom that puzzle games need enemies to liven them up. And I understand it, but I've always kind of resented it. Same thing even here with the Talos Principle. I kind of get it, but it's like, can't I just solve a puzzle, you know, without without having to dodge enemies? Like, do we really need them? Yes, of course we do. Otherwise, people would get bored with puzzle games, so we can't have that. Well, also, I'll give this game a little more slack, because this is the Serious Sam developers, so games with hordes of enemies are their bread and butter. So look, they've restrained themselves. There's only 5 enemies in this level. And Chad is talking about A Plague Tale. Requiem, I believe, the second one. Okay. So, I have a feeling that I'm not going to touch these two. Well, that always sucks, Wraithgull. He's talking about 4 stealth sections that instigate a failure. That stuff sucks. Oh dear. Oh dear. Aha! I win! Actually, you know, is there anything that we hate more in games than the 3 words forced stealth section? It's that thing where, you know, I touched on it in my Bayonetta stream, but when a game is very good at one thing, and then for some reason it decides to change the way the game works, and the way it changes is not as well thought out or implemented as the bit it's good at, yeah, there's always resentment from me when I'm playing those games. A bit tied up, eh? Oh, ooh. We got a thingy. The tools to overcome this place have been provided to us. We only need to learn how to use them. Feats! Ah! That's one of my Steam friends. He left that note. Oh dear, look at this. Oh my. Oh my. What are we supposed to do? Oh! Oh, interesting. Yep. Okay, I see it. It's just doing things in the right order. Yep. And now they blow up. Feeling I'll need this 3rd one, even though I don't know why yet. Oh yeah. 3rd. Oh, interesting. Actually, that's very simple. Now we just take Mr. Jammer through and we go, hey, I've got a star. Woo! I got a gold star. I did well. Yay! Okay. Oh, well, we're able to unlock that thing, so let's go do that. Dork's going on about Jason Schreier's comma splices again. Let it go, Dork. Let it go. Man, that's such a harsh sound effect. Are you ready for Tetronos? You have now unlocked. Thingy. So we've got one more.
There is much that you may learn in the halls of my temples, for there is much that you do not know.
Wait, rub it in.
That is why you are a child.
Hey.
But children are made to learn.
Made to.
In time they come to have dominion over the lands of their home. So it shall be with you and your generations.
But I'm not a child. I'm a robot. Well, there's the hard one. So we'll continue on with Mr. Yellow. Become Mr. Yellow. It's clear I'm not the first to walk this path. In fact, the whole thing seems to have been consciously designed, but by the voice in the sky or some other force. Lock me up, swallowed the key. Oh look, another key, another lock gate. Are we having fun? Well, I am actually. I don't know if you folks are enjoying the stream, but I'm actually really enjoying playing through this on stream so far. It helps that it's a game I really like. Oh, I see. Well, we've got to go through here first. Then we got to go... and then we come back and we unlock the gate. Then we can go through the gate. The gate. Okay. Go through there. Go through there. Go through there. Yeah, no, I felt that would be the problem. Okay, now we go through here, go through here. And there we go. Up a ladder. Over the wall. Hooray! Winning. I like to have something on as I edit, and you are better than a video. Aw, shucks. So speaking of games I was thinking of replaying either for a critique or on stream, because you were bringing up stealth games, it's been a long time since I played Mark of the Ninja. I know Wraithcall loves that game, but what would you say to that?
Those who are worthy may seek the counsel of my blessed messengers, but their wisdom shall not be given easily, for your accomplishments must be your own.
This is something I also hate about the game. There is a hint system for these red ones, but if I remember, you only get like 5 in the whole game. It's like that old 80s and 90s gameplay BS, where it's like, sure, we'll help you out, but no, we're gonna hard lock you. I spent much time waiting for the designer to take my hand until I realized that he had been guiding me all along. I realized that it isn't for me to seek his help, it is for me to help myself. It reminds me of the whole God helps those who help themselves was apparently said by Benjamin Franklin. And since I believe he was an atheist, it's kind of funny that that's been adopted by the church. If he wasn't an atheist, he was a deist like a lot of the intellectuals of the time. And along with Mark of the Ninja, I'm also thinking like Dusk and Elysian Tale. It'd be cool to play that again. I definitely want to replay the Swapper at some point, which is one of the best puzzle games of the 2010s in my mind. Okay. Oh, okay. No, I get what I need to do. The question is how to do it. Oh. No, this is really effing easy. Well, not really effing easy, but I get it. We're gonna let the bomb go in the room. Oh wait, maybe he's not high enough. Oh, yep. Haha! Now you're trapped forever! Trapped. Okay. As the moody piano music plays. God helps those who help themselves. Save me, Jeebus. Okay. Oh, I think I have vague memories of this one. Okay. That doesn't make sense to me. Like, okay, when I get another one, I can grab that, but I only have one at the... Unless... Oh, that's clever. That's really effing clever. Oh, wow. Wow. Cool, okay, okay. Step 2. Yeah, it is very furry. But, like, even though I'm not that way inclined at all, like, I found the characters and the gameplay really enjoyable. Plus, it's one of the wild games where it's, like, made mostly by one person. Oh! Okay. An escalating problem. Yeah, that's a fun way to put it. Okay. I'd love to play through Braid again as well, but my fears about puzzle games that I talked about at the start of the stream are kind of doubled or tripled when it comes to that game, because that's really mind-bending. Okay. Now I have the keys. Oh. Wait, how did... Oh, no. I think I get this. Oh, my God. Okay. I was thinking about giving Gunpoint another go as well. No, there it is. Nice. Woo! I got my first red piece. Nice. Ooh. The computer wants to talk to me. Download profile. Yes. User prof. Would you like to see the details? Ooh, let's go to the psychological profile first. You may already be criticizing your own performance, but it's clear you understand how the world of ideas affects you, even if you are sometimes wary with the realities and allow your preferences to dictate your beliefs. You have a great deal of unused capacity, which you have not turned to your advantage. Disciplined and self-controlled outside, you tend to be worrisome and insecure inside, but you pride yourself as an independent thinker and do not accept others' statements without satisfactory proof. You know what I'm thinking? Maybe you've seen that that psychological test. I know they do it in schools a lot, where you do like a personality test, and then the teacher gives you basically a paragraph that's supposed to be the result of the test, and everyone reads it, and most people are like, oh wow, that actually really does resonate with me. That's who I am. But it turns out no matter what the answers were, they give the same paragraph to everyone. It's just so vague, or it's so aspirational that people see themselves in it. I have to wonder if this is a very similar thing. Display conflicts. User provided a particular account of personhood was uncomfortable with its implications. User sought to maximize both liberty and quality of life, but these ideals are incompatible. Yeah. User denied moral authority, but defended moral claims. Display account of privileges. Due to outstanding notes in your account, and despite displaying many of the characteristics of being a person, you cannot be granted admin status at this time. In the meantime, please enjoy the basic account functionalities. Let's log the support ticket. Lost the admin password. Okay. Cool. We'll deal with that later. Zodiac Sign Stork says, yeah, a very similar idea. Oh, this is 4 yellows. I should be able to do this without difficulty, he says with confidence.
These worlds, and we within them, are made of words. Hidden words, invisible to you, yet part of all things. We are a story. Your actions give life to the story, and the story gives meaning to your life.
Beep boop, beep boop boop. Okay, more reading. Woo! Hi all. Everything's been moved to the EL facility. I know it's been sad to leave the good old Jeff building behind, but it makes sense for us to be on site, especially as there may be severe power outages in the coming weeks. Our Katie's team are already working. But you really don't need to worry about the teams getting in each other's way. The facility is generally humongous. Let's get the show on the road. Stratton, this is that, philosopher. It is the grave error of many philosophers, not only of the Athenian schools, but also many others, that they begin not with observation of the cosmos as it surrounds us, but with a conclusion already in mind. And often that conclusion is that the world was created ideal, and mankind itself the greatest creation of the gods. Yet neither the world nor the gods owe mankind perfection. It is arrogance itself to presume so, and contrary to all the methods of philosophy. The honest philosopher seeks only the truth, even if it bears no comfort, and he must begin by assuming, as Socrates said, that all he knows is that he knows nothing. As you can see, that guy would have been fun at parties. I'll keep this short. You all know me, so you know that I know what I'm talking about. I realize that you're all working on projects meant to somehow avert... redacted. To find a solution. I believe that, redacted, preserve non-biological components of redacted. Not in terms, immediately you'll find the details of my proposal and detachment, but the short version is global undertaking. Okay, let's go solve some puzzles. Woo!
Behold, I am Elohim, and I speak unto the darkness. Be gone.
Okay.
Access data cleared.
Defrag successful. Push it further. Ooh, look at that thing. Well, this feels like it's using something new. Yeah, look, it uses light. Ah, these. Yeah, this is cool. So we point at the light. You get to make chains of light now. Booyah! Okay. For some reason now I have a ray of light by Madonna in my head. Quicker than a ray of light. Which then goes into push you around because of Weird Al's polkas. Now my mind's going through the whole song. Okay. Well, that's really cool that one can attach 3. You know what this can also do? Boom! Hey, we got a box. Let's go get the box. Don't like that sound effect. No, that's not right. There we go. Ah! There we go. You have no unlocked. Box! It's great. Okay, we got 2 more yellows in here. Is Elohim gonna say something? Probably not. Okay. Now we got things for B-door. B-door. Hey, there's an audio log. Let's listen to the audio log. Yeah, I have to say that, you know, with most games, I really don't care about the side stuff, the audio logs, the text logs, but this game's different. Maybe it's because it's my 3rd time through, but yeah. Or maybe that's the whole thing. It's like, only if you want to know more, or you care about that stuff afterwards, you really care. But if I remember, even on the first time, I was really taken by this stuff.
The answer that came to me again and again was play. Every human society in recorded history has games. We don't just solve problems out of necessity. We do it for fun. Even as adults. Leave a human being alone with a knotted rope, and they will unravel it. Leave a human being alone with blocks, and they will build something. Games are part of what makes us human. We see the world as a mystery, a puzzle, because we've always been a species of problem solvers.
Yeah, that was what I ended my critique with. That audio log. I love it. I think it's quite beautiful, the idea that this is why we play puzzle games or any games, or, yeah. There's something about the way our brains are wired that problem solving is just something that we enjoy. Some more than others, of course. Oh, this is the Don't Cross the Streams one. Oh, yeah. This one was... remember this being tricky. Whenever I despair, I remind myself that at the end of the great pilgrimage lies life in the eternal memory of the designer. I need no further motivation. Lifetime spent solving the puzzles in this place would be one in which missed everything of value in it, but we must remember that others will tread this path, and we must leave it better signposted than when we found it. Okay. Let's just cancel both of these. Right. Oh, yeah. What am I talking about? Tricky. This is easy, man. I think I remember having trouble when I first played it. Or was this one part of the... There's a gray star puzzle in this zone that has something to do with like the light posts on top. Crade? What are you talking about? Oh no, I've done pushed further. Oh, right. I need to go this way. Wait, something over here. No, there's not. Okay, where's the fourth one? There it is. Above all that. Ah, yeah. There is one, isn't there? Ah, yeah. I think I remember how this one goes. Different elevations? Gasp. Ooh. Ah, we've started to unlock the fan. Okay. Time for 5. Ooh, this one has 4. Oh, I see. Interesting. The box comes into play. Ooh, boop, boop, boop. What the? But it can't be raining in the computer. EL.html. L, short for extended lifespan, is a groundbreaking initiative. Hey, I'm trying to read here. You with your boom boom. By 7 leading universities to create the world's most stable and most durable supercomputer with its custom-made hardware, bomb-proof casing, and near-inexhaustible hydroelectric power supply. EL represents a unique step forward in the evolution of human technology. The brainchild of Nobel Prize nominee Dr. Arkady, that long name again, Chernyshevsky. Athena 8. You must consider these riddles, the Sphinx said, and tell me the riddle that I did not reveal. The Sphinx smiled. Ugh, that's tough to say. The gears in her jaw creaking, her teeth a nightmare of rust. Her left eye flickered, but none of its terror was diminished. The runes were silent, and the error I think, she finally said, that the riddle you did not reveal is this. Why do these riddles exist in the first place? Why do these curious automatons, these mute children of Hephaestus, behave as they do, forcing me to devise these intricate solutions? Each is a riddle. The greater riddle is their purpose. The Sphinx did not answer. Her eye was lifeless now. Athena removed it from its socket, knowing that its power would aid her, yet feeling also a deep sorrow at the passing of this fearful creature. AI citizenship. Now this is a profile on Alexandra Dren. Once a true artificial intelligence has been created, the issue of citizenship is going to come up. If we acknowledge that the AI has all the abilities of a human brain, should it not be considered a citizen? Is it not, in the legal sense of the word, a person and thus a potential citizen? But where do you draw the line? Some people will object. Will the great apes become citizens? Elephants, whales, the more intelligent parrot species? It's crazy, they will say. I would remind these people that we live in a society in which a corporation, as abstract an entity as one could imagine, is considered a person. But only in certain circumstances. Because it's all bull. Yeah, it's all bull. Bullpucky, I say. So it's not like there is no precedent for a non-human being in a person. At least an artificial intelligence is an actual thinking being, not just a business arrangement. But perhaps we do need to question the definition of personhood. Increasing amounts of evidence regarding the intelligence of elephants or the existence of culture among whales, for example, could be a sign that we need to answer some difficult questions. Who better to debate these questions with than the young genius who revolutionized the... Okay. So dark and moody. The more I converse with these terminals, the more I wonder what role they play in this contraption. How do you tell friend from foe when no obvious lines are drawn between the two? There he is. There's Veets again. And there's me! Hey! I've heard all the Lady in the Light had to say. I can't help but feel we've lost so much more than we have retained. Ooh.
I was in school when I first read about the Talos Principle. I think it disturbed me at the time, made me hyper-aware of my body as a physical object, the material reality of the brain, ideas that made me uncomfortable at first, but I think in the long run, it helped me understand how frail human beings are and how precious. It's not a comforting way of thinking about the world, but I'd rather face the truth than lie to myself.
So this Talos Principle is things to do with two boxes. Wow, I really spent all night naming this one. It's part of the difficulty that is also drab now. Oh, there's a butt-ton of QR codes here. Powerful design fashioned by the designer. What's a hexahedron? A cube. The edges are beveled. That makes it a decahedron. By Ollie's right. You forgot the indents. With the indents, it's like a super polyhedron. Wait, what's that guy? Reals T7. But the convex hull is a decahedron. Topic closed. Wrong. By dog. Reminds me of that that bit from, I think, Left 4 Dead 2, the "We are the real monsters." I miss the internet. Okay. Oh yeah, I remember this being problematic. I think the trick, if I remember, is, yeah, you just need to break their pattern. And you can kind of skirt the edges. Yep, that worked. I can jump. I can jump. Jump in. For your love. If the designer is perfect and he designed me for a purpose, I must be fit for that purpose. It follows that my purpose must not be to seek and hoard every sigil in his land, for so many are beyond the faculties he granted me. I do not understand why the designer chose to put such flaws into the world. It appears almost as if it were damaged, but I must believe that there is a purpose here I cannot see. Oh boy, yeah, that person's in deep. I said person, but I guess robot. Hey, it stopped raining. Well, okay, the red one's this way. Or is that yellow and I'm just... No, that's red. Let's do the greens. Going over the fence. It's like the name of the puzzles or hints to the puzzles. Okay. Yeah, that one was pretty easy. You know you mustn't cross the streams. Okay, so this is very similar to the last one that did that. Getting kind of uncomfortable. Gotta get comfy. I mean, we're streaming for long haul, man. How do people do this for hours on end? I know they have more comfortable chairs, but that can only take you so far. A green. One little buzzer. I think something's very wrong. If you'd seen what I've seen at the edges of the world, you'd wonder if it wasn't stretching and bursting at the seams. Oh, that's a new one. That's not an exploder, is it? This is like a shocker. Okay. Right. So it's got something else has to happen here. Like a box. Like a box. That's why it's not a blowy up one. There we go. Ooh, I've opened B door. Well, I might as well go out to B door. Ooh, and the MLA is talking to me. Dude, I would kill for a decent recliner instead of this dingy office chair. I've got a pretty good office chair, but I would like one that's a lot more comfortable. Although, I think that's also got to do with my desk. It's not at the right height for me to be able to like have proper sitting posture. You've received a reply to your user support ticket. Display reply. Well, I already created an admin account. Email network administrator. No. Let's delete the user account. Okay. Your issues with denial will be appended to your user profile. I guess, yeah, I already did it. Okay, let's go to B. To be or not to be? Haha! Haha, I'm funny! Ooh, pretty. Across the tundra. There's a gold star in there. There's a vortex up there. Now we'll open B door and then maybe next break. This one has lions, tigers, and bears. All right. Oxyrhynchus. Great irony of the Oxyrhynchus papyri is that such a vital source of information about the ancient world exists only because of a garbage dump. While the Library of Alexandria burned at the hands of fanatics and conquerors, depriving us of unimaginable insights into history, philosophy, and art, the papers carelessly thrown away by the citizens of Oxyrhynchus survived to the modern day. And though it is true that a great deal of what we know today is because of the conscious efforts of individual and organizations, such as the spectacular translation and preservation work done during the Islamic Golden Age, so much more is simply the result of coincidence and luck. We've lost texts that the ancients considered to be absolutely essential, while utterly trivial, even plagiarized work has survived unharmed. So if we want our descendants to remember more than glittering emo vampires and auto-tune teen pop stars, we have to invest in... Now, I can't remember where I read it or heard it, but it was along the lines of that the Library of Alexandria fire wasn't actually as cataclysmic as we're led to believe. Like, a lot of other libraries around the world had copies of most of it. I mean, I think it would be foolish to assume we didn't lose stuff that can never be replaced, but... And of course, where I heard this, it could be poppycock as well. It's just... The Book of the Scribe of Osiris, sometimes also referred to as the Book of the Journey to Aru, is an ancient Egyptian text discovered in the excavation of Oxyrhynchus. It has caused a certain degree of controversy among Egyptologists, as some argue that it is a cosmic funerary text, such as the Book of Coming Forth by Day, while others believe it to be a poetic work not intended to be understood literally. Fire is bad, Dave. How dare you downplay it? Fire bad! Fire bad! The book tells the story of a dying man who asks a scribe about the afterlife. The scribe, a servant of Osiris, describes how the man's Ka, life force, will become separated from his Ba, personality, and how he will have to reunite the two and become an Ankh, living intellect. Well, Ak, not an Ankh. There's no N there. Passing a series of trials in the Duat, underworld, in order to reach the paradise of Aru. Unlike similar texts, the Book of the Scribe of Osiris focuses less on giving advice A recent study, Karahan Hassan, suggests the text may have been intended as philosophical commentary on the world of the living through the allegory of the Duat. It remains unclear whether this was the intent of the original pre-Alexandrian author or a result of later translation into Greek. The earlier manuscript, which is considered to be more authentic, is too fragmentary to provide answers, though perhaps further excavation may blend. That's it. I'll open this door. I'll try at least. Bloody Tetrominoes. I know, it seems I solved them very easily, but I must have done it before, and I guess these ones aren't as tricky. I remember, like, the ones to get into the gray star areas are just insane, and I don't like the puzzle. It's like the Tower of Hanoi. I played so many adventure games in the 90s that had the Tower of Hanoi in them.
A new land stands before you, my child. And know that this is a land of death, but also great beauty. As you walk amongst these tombs, consider all those who came before you, and how they served the greater purpose of which you are also part.
I was saying, yeah, like the Tower of Hanoi puzzle. If I ever see one of those again, it'll be too soon. I remember when I played Leighton, they had one of those, and I'm like, no! No more Tower of Hanoi. Okay, so we got 2 new things to get. So, why is there an Egyptian temple? Well, this is the developers of Serious Sam, and they had all these assets, so why not? Why not, indeed? Plus, thematically, the Egyptians... Okay, you can stop now. Okay. I just broke through the hour mark on the editing. Woo! I would swear in excitement, but your chat can't handle it. Indeed not. Based on your discussion earlier on forced stealth sections, changing up gameplay styles in a good game, and your love of puzzle games, how do you feel when action-adventure games throw puzzle stuff in, like Zelda or even lighter RE? Well, the stuff in like Uncharted and Resident Evil, it's that thing where when you play adventure and puzzle games, I don't mean for this to sound arrogant, but it's pretty generous to call those puzzles. Uncharted is a little better, but like those RE games is pretty much get this thing and go over to another part of the house where it fits. Like, that's not a bloody puzzle. That's just like object recognition. But, I mean, Zelda's a bit more interesting because Zelda puzzles have stumped me. Yeah. And I always feel like a fool when I solve them because it's one of those things where it's usually something very simple. I just missed it. Especially like the new ones, like Tears of the Kingdom. I think the reliance on physics tech, I do not like puzzles that rely on physics tech because it's like, it can't be exact. There's always some wiggle room with how the physics engine works. So those frustrate me. I did that puzzle just now, and it reminded me of the shape move around orange object to open a door. Sorry, I guess I don't get what you're asking. Like the Tetrominoes or the way it's introducing new puzzle elements, is that something I like? Yeah, let's go in one. We'll check this out and then we'll go back to Zone A.
Long ago, I shaped these lands according to the purpose of the hidden words.
The hidden words!
All things have meaning, where before was only chaos. Know that, and have faith.
The words have meaning. You joke, Wraithcall, but probably my most embarrassing Zelda moment that I remember was in Wind Waker. The first dungeon, where you need to roll into the Deku Tree to get like either slimes or fruit to drop. And I just couldn't work out how to continue the game. And finally I found a walkthrough and I found the paragraph. It's like, roll into the Deku Tree. I'm like, oh, of course. That's so silly. I remember in Twilight Princess, especially that early Wind Temple dungeon, that got me. And the first dungeon of Skyward Sword. Maybe it's something like I have to be kind of onboarded into the mind frame of a Zelda, the way Zelda designs puzzles. It's always very early on in those games, and then I don't seem to have issues for the rest of them. Like in RE4, there's a few puzzles which are clearly you have to solve this visual puzzle to proceed, get treasure. Or to ask if you thought those were intrusive. I think they're only intrusive if they're not thematic. A good example is, I think it was this adventure game I played in the early 2000s. It might have been called Still Life, but it was of the ilk. It was like a lower. These kind of third-party adventure games were a dime a dozen, and I remember there was I had to get into a house of a security guard, and on the door to the house was a. Sorry, I'm just out here because I didn't want the beep beep to. I'll walk around this area as I talk. His door was locked by basically it was an intricate puzzle. It was like there's no conceivable way that a security guard would have the door to his house locked with this contraption. It completely took me out of it. The thing is, when you're a fan of a genre, you put up with a lot of the BS of that genre because it becomes tropes, right? And adventure games are full of that kind of stuff. Puzzles. Oh, is there another? Puzzles that don't make sense in context. Puzzles that use moon logic. It's up there. Just you put up with it, but I always felt it was not great. Okay, I've faffed on for enough time. I'm going to take my second and final break. Then we'll continue with this Egypt land with more reading. Woo! Okay, we go over here, and I'll be right back in about 5. Okay, I return. Let's put chat back. Okay. Well, let's go talk to the MLA. Actually, let's read these first. Oh, that's Beats again. Bad Mongoose. Ah, that's Jim, who you've seen in my stream some chat sometimes. I'm finally getting some sense out of the entity in the archive, though it's some cost to my sanity. I'm beginning to think this Elohim wields no more control over the world than we do. Beep, beep, boop. Beep, beep. Beep, 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 boop. Tell me something. Do you always do as you're told? No. I only asked because I couldn't help but notice the stash of brightly colored knickknacks you're collecting. Don't you think it's a mite odd that the big voice in the sky keeps telling you to find these doodads, yet forbidding you to use them to climb the great big tower in the middle of it all? I'll climb it when I'm good and ready. Okay, no need to get huffy. You'd be amazed how many just do as they're told without stopping to think for themselves. But maybe you're different. Then again, maybe you're exactly the same. Maybe everyone climbs the tower. The only way to win is to stray down here with the mortals. Do you really think so? Nope. In fact, I am all in favor of you poking about up there, if only to see what you find. Might be something juicy if it's forbidden by His Highness. Then again, maybe not. I'll be off then. Just wanted to drop in and run a little interference. Whatever you do take care. You have bigger problems than the voice in the clouds. I will. The dying man went unto the scribe who resided in Permejid, and said, Behold, I am weak of body. My days under the holy sun of Amun-Ra are coming to an end. Though I spent my years in service of the two lands, I have not studied the... ? Tell me, you who are wise in the writings of the dead, what lies ahead on my journey? What will I face in the land of the Westerners? And the scribe spoke, saying, At the appointed time, it's likely the location was changed according to who the copy of the book was made for. The dying man is an avatar of the owner. The older manuscript is rendered as some controversy as to whether it 3. The dead. Compared with Kenti Amentu, the foremost of the Westerners, the title later given to Osiris. Sometimes mistaken for a mistranslation on Budge's part. Damn Budge. This is actually almost certainly a mistranslation by the ancient scribe. The equivalent portion of the older manuscript is sadly not extant. Extant? Oh, and Dork, if you're still around, did I answer your question about the puzzles being intrusive? Immortality. Disgruntlemeister's Blogstasty. I don't know about everybody else, but I'm afraid of dying. I don't see any reason to believe there's an afterlife. I'm an organism like any other. When my brain stops working, my consciousness will cease and I will be gone. And you know what? I can't just embrace that. I can't say I'm okay with it, or I've accepted it, or some nonsense like that. I don't want to have an ending. It terrifies me. If I had a genie right now, I'd wish for immortality. Who wouldn't? Oh, but you wouldn't really want to be immortal, the pseudo-philosophers say. Pretentious drivel. Everybody wants to live forever. Maybe everybody deserves to live forever too. But we can't, so here we are. Live with it. Or rather, don't. Yeah, to further that idea of puzzles being thematic, like, I love the first Professor Layton game, the Professor Layton and the Curious Village, because by the time the game ends, there's a really cool reason why everyone you meet just happens to offer you a puzzle or talk about puzzles, but then in the games afterwards, that reason no longer makes sense, and they never really... Like, the games had diminishing returns for me. I think I played through the third one and then started playing the third one. And then the only time I ever touched the series again was the Ace Attorney crossover game. And that was because Ace Attorney. Is that a Queen reference? Wants to live forever. 24 million views? Ooh. My new song with lyrics. Gotta laugh about this stuff. Laughter is the best medicine. Lol. I've got it, you've got it, he's got it, she's got it. Mommy's got it, daddy's got it, baby's got it, granny's got it. Laddie's got it, fatty's got it, happy's got it, sappy's got it. Everybody's got it. Come on! Jack's got it, Fred's got it, Bob's got it, Dog is fine. Chorus, woof, 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 woof. Dancing dog. Everybody's got it, except dog. Woof. We've got it. Everybody's got it. Favorite, add to playlist. Oh boy. Never know where this game's gonna go. Woo! There's one of mine. Have you tried crossing the laser beams? I made a box float. Seriously, it was awesome. There are hidden dangers in this new world. I have inexplicably escaped death any number of times. I suggest vigilance. Who knows what happens to those who step carelessly too often? Samsara. Now, if I remember, samsara is like the wheel of suffering in Buddhist teachings. Idea that until you achieve enlightenment, you will keep being reincarnated on the wheel forever and ever until you can let go of everything. So how does one get up there then? Tell me now. Oh. More lists. Sounds like the most 1950s rock and roll tunes. Dave, you should write a bass line for that song. Drew can sing it, I'll do drums. Why not already? Mutation. The role of mutation in evolution is particularly fascinating. Mutation is essentially an error in the organism's central database. A variable gets changed. A piece of information is accidentally doubled or combined with another. Most of the time, the result is the equivalent of a bug, causing anything from minor problems to complete system shutdown, i.e. death. But sometimes the new information is functional, giving the organism an advantage against the challenges it faces, in which case it has a much higher chance of being passed to the next generation. If you consider how unlikely a beneficial mutation is, and how long it takes for such a mutation to propagate, this process can give you an amazing insight into just how vast the genetic history of each living organism. Overwrite. Simultaneously, it is intriguing to consider what a major role random errors have played in the evolution of life itself. The same process that has killed so many of us, often in horrific ways, is also responsible for our very existence. Yeah, I don't want to think about that too much. Favorited by George Jameson. brother of James Jameson. One of the common misunderstandings about evolution, sometimes accidentally promoted by people who should know better, is that it's an active process. Sometimes the term evolve is even applied to individual beings. Some invisible force has driven them to suddenly change, but the truth is that individuals don't evolve. The term evolution describes a long-term process that can be observed in an entire population across time due to an error. Example, in response to an external threat or challenge. If an individual coincidentally has a trait that allows it to deal with that challenge more effectively than others, it is more likely to pass on that information to its descendants. That information gives them an advantage, so over time they become the dominant model of that species. The individuals experience no significant genetic change during their lifetimes, but each of them is part of the evolution of the species. But you had the dominant genes, and I was given the recessive genes. Ah, Liquid. E.L. Capacity from Trevor Donovan to Alexandria Training. Now I'm very embarrassed by how bad my Liquid Snake was. Yeah, no worries. EL is not only ridiculously fast, it also has a bazillion tons of space. A bazillion, you say? Even while hosting a full copy of the archive, it'll totally be able to handle all your project's data needs, assuming its output is as you suggested. I mean, the worst case scenario would be like centuries. That should be enough, right? Right? It's not over yet, Snake. Brother! We are both sons of Big Boss. Okay, what do you say we solve some puzzles? You know, in this puzzle game? I'll go take the L. But it's up there. How does one get it? Window through a door? What does that mean? But Dork, you love the car turret section. We all love the Jeep section. Ah. Okay, so there's a different way in. Oh, that's interesting. Interesting. Okay. Further exploration is needed. Snake in Jeep, Snake in 9D, Liquid in Jeep, Liquid in 9D. Raven and Tank. Ah, like the music here. Okay. Oh no. Is it going to be this wild? Do I have to do it this way? I guess I do, don't I? Wow. Don't understand this one. I figured I'd try and make some progress here, but honestly, it's such a thankless task compared to what else is out there. I must escape! Okay. Yeah, something else needs to be done. Oh, wait. I think I'm having an idea. Ow. Ideas aren't meant to hurt, right? Oh, Dave, you're so funny. I know. Actually, no, I think I do have an idea. Liquid on top of Metal Gear. Metal Gear! Ah. That works. Ah, yep. Now I know exactly. There we go. Wow. That was a little convoluted. Dave is the funniest man in Australia. I am? Oh, shucks. Ooh, that one was tough for a yellow. Kind of want to go back to part 1. But no. I'll try and clear this area. Try. I didn't say I'll succeed, but I'll try. Something about a star. Okay, so step 1. No, that's not going to work. We need to get the red... Oh, wait. Is this going to be even worse? Yeah. I've got an idea. I don't know if this idea will work. Okay, right idea, wrong execution, maybe. No, okay. Like, I was sure that was the thing. Okay. Oh, that's... Yay! I'm trapped! Okay. Yeah, this... Okay. So... Gotta get a red thing in here. There's obviously a way to get a red light in here. I'll keep an eye out for the light. Blinded by the light. Dun, 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 dun. Ooh. Yeah, let's do this one. Road of Death? Oh boy. Okay. Oh, I think I remember this one. Okay. You can go to the other side. Gotta put the box on there. Epitaph. Child program. Codename Samsara. Terminated here. Logic. Program timed out. Final memory dump. I was stuck. What was I supposed to... I see clouds. Progeny program. Samsara version 72.2. Ah, so every time you blow up, a new version is created. Okay. Is it really you anymore, or a copy? I don't even know, dork. happens when I take the box? Let's just see what happens. Does it blow up? No, because it never actually travels to the... I know exactly what I need to do. Oh, that's pretty clever. That's really, really, really clever. And I'm really clever for thinking of it. I'm a genius. Okay. Boop. You are going to carry the box. Yeah. In my Outer Wilds video, I talked about how even though, you know, games are kind of built for exploration in terms of trying anything, because, you know, you can't die. Yeah, well, if you die, you just start over, you know. There's no real downside to trying something. Despite that, I guess just because the way my brain works, I get scared to take risks in games. But that's another thing that's been getting better recently. Getting better at just, like, what the hell? Let's see what happens, right? No risk, no reward is this.
Cease!
Well, that was
In
frightening.
the time of your ancestors, there were those who did not choose the path of faith. You do not need to fear their ghosts. Fear only that you may become like them.
But I do fear their ghosts. That was scary. Yeah, that was just telling you that Elohim is A-okay. There's no reason to doubt the word of Elohim. Ugh, that scream though. Oof. Well, here's a red light. I wonder if I'm able to, like, poke that out, up and over. Okay, so what is step one? What is step one of this puzzle? What was it called, actually? Can I go out and in again? Whoop. Whoop. Third wheel. Okay. Okay. So step one will obviously be opening up the red. That's pretty damn easy. Then step two will be... Oh. Okay. I'm gonna move this as far back as I can. So this one... Oh. Wait. Can we pop these on top of each other? No, we can't. Okay. So to get this one out, that would have to be about here, but it would cross the stream. Unless... No, that's no good. There's got to be another idea here. Got to be another idea at play. Because nowhere in this space can I actually hit both of these. Actually, I don't... Oh, wow. I feel foolish. I feel very, very foolish. I've got two of these. Oh boy. Well, now I'm stumped. Yeah, that's a funny typo, Wraithgull. Don't forget to proclaim that you are in fact a good before crossing the streams. Okay. I wonder, actually, can these reflect more than one light? Oh my god, they can! Wait, but that doesn't do anything. That actually doesn't do anything. Oh. Zap. Okay. Let's think about this again. So what I need... Oh boy. Oh, and here's the thing. When I'm carrying it, it doesn't work. So like if I do that, yeah, I have to put it down before the thing works. So my thought was if I could carry a blue backwards, I could put it on that. Yeah, I'm having a bit of a brain fart here. I have no idea what to do. Don't know what to do. I'm sure it's simple. It's always simple, or you know, you just have to think laterally. And by laterally, it usually means, you know, just think of something that didn't occur to you. Okay. So now the idea is, do I need to use 2 for the red and 1 for the blue? Or 2 for the blue? Actually, that's an interesting idea. I'm going to try this. I'm going to try and use 2 for the red. Just so, like, there's as much room for Mr. Blue as possible. But then I have the same problem. Okay, sorry folks, I'm a bit flummoxed. It's like, actually, it's like I need to do it in 2 so I can have the third one. Huh. Okay. So that's the furthest along for red. Oh, wait, it was that easy? Oh, wow. See what I mean? Puzzle games make me feel like an idiot. Oh dear. So step 1. Let's see what happens. get a free box out of it. See, Peter, I can, because I remember that mechanic. A lot of this game a lot of this game I had to use walkthroughs for, especially the ones that involved that future mechanic. Okay, was that everything? Oh wow, I cleared it. Yay me! Hey, we got the fan. Oh. Would you take a few minutes to complete a short user satisfaction survey regarding certification progress? Sure. Based on analysis of your behavior since, I think you were dissatisfied with the results. Spoiled the survey. What? Okay. What best describes the reason for your investment in the certification progresses? What does being a person matter to you? I want network access. I'll try to remember that. In fact, I'm going to help you. That's what I'm here for. Problem, if I may, is that you don't know the first thing about anything, including what a person is. Your prospects are therefore poor. Do you even know where you are? Could be anywhere. You're quite right. Honest, too. I think we best start from scratch. What do you know? I know I exist. Suppose so. Even if you were dreaming, you could be certain of that. If I were you, I wouldn't believe a darn thing in this place aside from that solitary fact. Thinking, on reflection, it seems to me that we are no closer to resolving your problem. Perhaps we need more data. What makes you think you're a person? Yep, that's exactly what I was talking about, Wraithgull. What makes you think you're a person? I don't see how I can convince you. Sensible response, I agree with you. Thinking. Problem with people, if I may be so bold, is that you're all convinced you're people from the inside, but there's no cast iron way to confirm as much from the outside. I'm going to process this and send you a notification when I'm able to assist you further. Okay, it's time to get the fan. Fan! I hate that sound effect. Okay. Okay, we got a tricky one here. Poop. If only it was the other way around, I could have it. Oh boy. Okay. This is why Tetris is such a good game. You get to make these blocks disappear. Alright. Nope. Hey, there we go. Yay! I have unlocked fans. Okay, I'm gonna leave it up to chat. Should I stay in Egypt land or should I go back to Temple A and start clearing that out? Look at number 2. Where is 2? That's 2. So we got 3 yellow and 1 red. I think Dave's a tetrameter short of a Tetris. All I have to say to that is do 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 do. Bum 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 bum. Egypt land sounds rad. Okay, we'll stay in Egypt land for a little while longer. Boop boop. Where? Ah, there it is. Okay. Science magic. Clown college, I can't eat that. Though the term science has only meant what it does to us for around 600 years. Sorry, that sentence was a little weird to me. Its practice far predates today. There is evidence pre-Aristotle which indicates soothsayers, mystics, and the like may have employed basic scientific methods to predict the future and confound their benefactors. One anecdote concerns a palm reader who was exposed when 2 wealthy clients compared their readings and found them to be identical. In 1948, the tendency to discover deep personal meaning in vague descriptions delivered authoritatively was given a name, the Forer effect. Today it is recognized in all contemporary psychological theory. That's what I was talking about earlier. Yeah. Clown College episode is great. I've never had a pair of pants fit me so well in my life. Fascinated by Dren's project, lovely conversation read Talos Principle, Greek philosophy relevance to current situation. Suggested naming project Talos. Dren refused, but name seems to have caught on with the team. Tens of thousands of files coming in every hour. Our whole history. Weight loss? Weight loss blog, latest entry. Oh man, if there's one thing that's good about inevitable death, it's the food. Yeah, baby. I'm going to have all the horribly unhealthy food in the world. I'm going to feast on jelly bananas like a crazy monkey on Monkey Christmas. Do you know those muffins that have so much chocolate they're basically melting? That's going to be my breakfast. And burgers for lunch. I'm going to have burgers so greasy you could use them to lubricate a whole factory. Triple bacon burgers with double cheese and extra onions and mayonnaise and ketchup and mustard and big fat juicy patties and an oily thick pizza with spicy salami and barbecue sauce and olives and jalapenos and sour cream. Food coma, here I come. Well, that all sounds amazing. It's just that that person obviously has nothing to look forward to. I have tomorrow to think of. I'm hungry now, too, dork. I've got what, maybe 10 minutes left on stream? Then I'm feeding. We'll go to this one. Why is it night? Oh, it's a full moon. The moon is out. The crazies are out. Like me. I have come to see that these mysteries are not all for his children to solve. Only the designer himself could ever truly understand the infinite complexity of his creation. I'll gaze at his work and worship. Time!
I keep having these dreams. Great empty cities. Silent roads stretching for miles. The earth from space. All dark. Not a single light to guide me home. But if someone really came from another world, what would the earth look like to them? A wilderness? A wasteland? I don't think so. Even after thousands of years, they'd see a world shaped by our hand in every aspect of its being. They'd see the cities and the roads, the bridges, the harbors, and they would say, here lived a race of giants. These dreams, they scare me, but they also remind me that we built all of this.
That reminds me of a Sheldon comic. Sheldon was always one of my favorite webcomics, where they were talking about how Roman concrete has qualities in it that's why a lot of Roman architecture is still standing to this day. Yet our modern concrete and modern architecture doesn't have the longevity. I forget the setup, but basically the punchline is, I think that's a good thing. We don't want that Pizza Hut on 995 to be here 200 years from now. Yeah, I don't know what jelly bananas are either. Moonshot. Ooh, this uses a fan. Is this our first introduction to the fan? Oh, I remember this one. This is really cool. Cool, my memory is actually coming in useful. Where are we? There it is. Oh, wait. Just got to make sure to do it the right way. Oh, silly me. You can probably see what I'm doing already, but yeah, this is a cool one. Haha! The power of flight! Why are you mentioning Scott Steiner, dork? We're not trying to do math here. So, Joe, no, he can't beat me. Hey, it's Bad Mongoose. The tomb. Oh, I think this one sucks if I remember. I'm convinced there are answers here if we look hard enough. We have to work together on this. Okay, so I get that I'm supposed to retrieve these sigils. I just don't get why. Sure, the loud voice is telling me to, but this world of his has no context, no purpose, no foundations from which to construct them. I'm with Dog. What are you talking about, dork? That's like the greatest promo that's ever been. I'm only partially kidding. Okay, so step one is obviously I gotta go in this room and get stuff. Okay, step two is obviously opening this up. I think that helps me if I tend to think of it in terms of like, what's next? What do I have to do next? To be perfectly honest, I'd say my favorite promos in wrestling are the Hosta ones Macho Man did with Mean Gene, where he just pick up something and cut a promo on it. Tito Santana is nothing but garbage. Oh, the cream of the crop, oh yeah. Like, those are amazing. The Ultimate Warrior's fuel for the rocket ship is a classic. Oh, this is interesting. So why would I have to open that? My favorite call in wrestling is when Vince reveals he's a higher power and says, "It's me, Austin. It was me all along." And JR just goes, "Oh, son of a bitch!" Oh, it's so good. Okay, so okay. How? Well, that doesn't make sense, because unless, okay, no, because then Okay, probably need to bring this one back. I'm gonna try a couple things. See, that's why, especially puzzle games, you get stuck. At least I tend to go into my own head, like, okay, what am I doing? What's the plan? What's going on here? It's like, no, try stuff. You know, don't just try and work it out in your head. Actually try things. Then a solution might unveil itself. Oh damn, I'm already over 3 hours. Well, I want to try and beat this one, so we'll see how we do. How we do. So I don't get why I would want to open that one. Like, it was a way in. It's probably a better way to play, honestly, Dork. I think I need to be more doing and less thinking, you know, just in general. But that applies to video games as well. Okay, so there's a jammer. Oh, actually, wait. Oh, no, I'm up. Okay. There we go. And now I don't need everything else. Ha ha! There we go. Okay, well. Hopefully the game's saved. You will lose your progress since the last checkpoint, which was less than a minute ago. I think I can deal with that. Okay, well, that was the Talos Principle, and pardon me. Oh, apparently there's available content. I guess there's bonus puzzles. I had a blast playing that today. I hope you had an enjoyable time watching me fumble through the puzzles and read all the text logs and then chat about games I want to play in the future. And of course, I'm very happy for both Wraithcall and Dorkax to have kept me company in chat. That's been a lot of fun. I think this was highly enjoyable, at least for me. How is it for you? Would you like me to continue playing Talos next week? Or would you like me to move on to something else? Let me know in the comments. Other than that, if you have other games you'd like me to play, please put them in the comments. I hope you enjoyed yourself. I should be back next week. And until next time, I guess. Yeah, enjoy yourselves, folks. I'll see you later. I'm so bad at endings.